Star Trek Prodigy, episode 11. So this is the return of Star Trek Prodigy, which, if you were going to ask me, a fan of Star Trek, which is the best of all the newer Star Trek shows, oh, it's this one. It's fantastic. Now, I've previously reviewed the last 10 episodes. Um, So if you would like to know my thoughts on those episodes, go ahead. But spoilers for this episode. So in this episode, it starts off with our main characters kind of explaining where everybody's at. They save this whale creature, relocate it from a species that's trying to attack it, and don't realize it's part of their ecosystem. That kind of Starfleet type mission, basically. They're trying to redeem themselves for stealing this ship because they're going to eventually go to Starfleet. They know they have to do this, but they don't want to be seen as people who just stole a ship, basically, like enemies, things like that. So they finally uh, relocate this whale creature, and then they go and we see where everybody's at, and basically, that's the main thing I just said, that they're all uh, trying to get ready to go to Starfleet. But we also see that Gwen is having flashbacks of her memories from the incident at the end of episode 10. She's slowly getting her memories back, but there's still some things that are unclear. They go to this abandoned Starfleet station or whatever. There's a dude there. He starts scanning them, and we learn all the different species our characters are, kind of what they're known for. Jacob, for example, uh, his species is one of the founding members of Starfleet. Also, our main purple dude. They find out that is he's one of his species is not necessarily unknown, but as soon as they scan him, contact Starfleet. So what does that mean? That's kind of one thing from there. And so they all know that they have to go to Starfleet, but then the ship starts attacking the space station because Gwen's father basically explained it best. This ship is a weapon made to attack Starfleet from the inside. They'll welcome them home with open arms, and then it starts attacking them, and you're like, shit. So they have to get onto their ship after it starts flying off because it was meant to destroy the space station. That was kind of just how it works. But they were able to successfully do that and survive with no problems. And yikes. But they nearly made it escape. And then we see the subplot of Janeway, the real Janeway, not the hologram, trying to find her crewmate that went missing or whatever. And she finds Gwen's father. But she's basically trying to figure out what happened to the protostar, what's going on here, why the ship went missing, what's the deal with this, the original owner of the ship, what happened exactly. And that's just a really interesting development. I'm curious to see where that goes. It's going to be really fun seeing the crew eventually meet the real Janeway and not just see the fake one. They're going to meet the real version. Uh, but yikes. Very interesting. Very interesting plot set up for the next 10 episodes. Uh, I'm just very curious about where this story is going. I really like these characters, and all their plots are very interesting. Seeing our rock girl trying to be a scientist and what goes on with that and things like that. Just little things these characters have uh, that make them all worth watching as a crew, and seeing them really come together after the last 10 episodes of them fighting and bickering, which they still do because it's character conflict, right? But it's just not as much, and they work very well as a team. It's just really awesome. I really love this show. I'm so excited to see more. To me, this feels like what Clone Wars was for Star Trek. uh, or not Star Trek, Star Wars, and this show is like if someone made that for Star Trek, and this is what that show is, and it's just really good.